If you're flying into Hong Kong airport but you're going to Macau, this is the guide for you. It's going to show you how to skip the immigration queues and get there for free. Hi, I'm Phil and I'm on a great gap year. Every guide and Google search I did told me to go through Hong Kong immigration, get my bag, and then follow the signs for the HZMB shuttle. But when I arrived at Hong Kong International and I said I was going to Macau, they directed me to the transfer desks in area E2. Curious. And when I got to the E2 area, it took me a couple of attempts to find the right desk. So I started at the wrong ferry queue. They said, no, this is for mainland China. Very polite. Directed me to the next one, which is the fast ferry to Macau. She said, no, there's no ferries today. You'll need to take a bus. Went around the corner to the bus queue. It's a very short queue, nice and quick. Really polite, really helpful, brilliant English, which is great because I can't speak any of the local languages. So what's going to happen is they're going to get my bag, they're going to take it to the bus terminal, I'm going to get taken to the bus terminal and I'll get reunited with my bag, and then we'll get taken over to Macau. No queuing, no messing, absolutely fabulous. And the cost today, I don't know how long this is going on for, but the cost today is zero. It's free. It's a special promotion to get people to go and visit Macau. It would have been 280 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 28 quid. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it so far. Really happy with that. I've got an hour till my bus. I'm going to go and grab a coffee and set up some Wi-Fi. And when it was time to go, I just followed the instructions that I was given when I bought my ticket to get to the boarding gate. That was fine. Scanned my pass, went down on an escalator, jumped on a little train that brought us over to the pier. My bag was waiting exactly as I expected it to be. So far everything is going according to plan. One little minor humorous moment, I went to walk through the gate to get on the bus and the lady said, no, Macau waiting, Macau waiting. I thought, how does she know I'm going to Macau? And within a few minutes we were called forward to board our bus and we were driven to Macau. Now I'm going to talk about the return trip in a minute or two, and my footage on the return bus trip is much better. Fun fact, both Hong Kong and Macau drive on the left, however on the bridge they drive on the right. Well, I thought it was fun. At the bus terminal in Macau, I thought there was a lack of signs, but I did eventually find the entrance into the arrivals hall and immigration. On the other side of immigration, I needed to get to my hotel. Now, I could have taken a reasonably priced taxi, but I was staying in a hotel that had a courtesy bus. And as I make my way, I'll give you some quick bonus tips. First thing to know is that taxis in Macau are usually on designated ranks. There'll be taxis at the port where we just arrived and at the main hotels, but in other locations you may struggle to find a taxi to hail. Another bonus tip is that hotels that have a courtesy shuttle don't check, ask, or even care if you're staying at their hotel. So if you're going to a hotel that doesn't have a shuttle, but you are staying somewhere near, just jump on a free shuttle bus. The first thing I needed for the return trip was a ticket, and I'll leave you a link to the website that I bought mine from in the description. I have been told since that you can get them directly at the port, but that's not what I was told, so I purchased mine in advance. The buses that go directly to the airport and skip immigration are less frequent than the regular shuttles between Hong Kong and Macau, so bear this in mind, because if you miss your bus, you might well miss your flight. And with my ticket purchased, I took the courtesy bus back to the HZMB Macau port. The name just drips off your tongue, doesn't it? Okay, so the bus dropped me off, same place it picked me up, but I think where for the departure I have to go up one level, which is where I am now, but I'm going to have to turn this off. There's people who look official, like security people just over there. I'm going to imagine they're going to tell me to stop filming either in a second or as soon as I walk towards them. So far so good. And it all went very smoothly, but the whole building was strictly no filming, which was a bit of a shame. My first stop was easy to find though. It's the Hong Kong International Airport check-in service, and they gave me another little direction guide, and I was allowed to take a photograph of that. I was able to check my bag there, and they made sure my bag went onto the bus, but I did have to collect and then recheck my bag at the other end. I'll talk about that a bit more in a minute, but just for now, enjoy the bus journey. You can use the chapters to skip ahead if this isn't for you. So not quite in Hong Kong airport yet. Just jumped off the bus. Bus brought us through into like a little sort of check-in area. Number of check-in desks just for passengers who've come over from Macau and I guess mainland China. Bags been checked. Now we've just got to clear immigration and get to the boarding gate. And of course there was no immigration because I was essentially in transit. I'd exited Macau and I was flying on to Bangkok today. After security I was back on the fast and frequent people mover which took me from the Sky Pier to the airport, and I was ready to film my introduction for my business class flight with Emirates to Bangkok. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. I have put some details of this video in a blog article on my website at mygreygapyear.com. Again, I'll leave a link to that in the description, and I hope you found this video useful, and if you have, please don't forget to give me a like. So thank you for watching and joining me on My Grey Gap Year.